Hi everybody, this is Jenny Lauder. I'm joining both groups here for Lesson 8. We are looking at, for the qualitative students, data management, and the quantitative group, we're looking at their measurement instruments. So for our quantitative group, we're working through these subsections within the methods. And so eventually we're going to be working on putting this all together into your methods chapter. The important part for this methods section is that the IRB is really going to look to see how you are dealing with your participants. They're really there to ensure safety for your participants. And so they really want to know who are you studying? What are you going to be studying? Where? How are you going to collect your data? And why? And again, the big thing is that they really want to make sure that that your participants are safe. So for the quantitative group, you've got the chapter from Cottrell and McKenzie, the nursing book, it's a nursing textbook, Paulett and Beck, that has some nice information for you that can be applied to just general healthcare studies. And then you've got some slides and a video about how to choose valid and reliable instruments. And I think that y'all took a class last year that really looked at choosing an assessment tool or your instrument. And again, you really want to try to make sure that you find something that is valid and reliable. Think about if you're measuring depression, are there valid and reliable tools that would measure that, or grit, or anything that you can think of, as we were talking last week about how are you going to define your concept. And so is there a tool that can help to define what it is you're studying? And you really want to try to find a tool that's valid and reliable for your group that you're measuring, but that's not always the case. So when you start filling in this information and when you're giving your research proposal, you are going to give the psychometric properties for each instrument that you'll be using. So you want to look at test, retest reliability, intra-rater reliability, the different types of validities that are out there. So you really want to give the IRB and the reader and your committee a good sense of that you have picked tools that will be valid and reliable for measuring your construct. And then for the qualitative group, you have this article by Bowen that will really talk about grounded theory with an audit trail. And I am not the qualitative expert here, but that audit trail is really important because it really helps to help the people that are reading your research to know and trace your steps to see where you've come from, and how you arrived at your conclusions. And so then it will also really help you to limit any biases in your study as well. And then you've got an article about data management and security, and especially since you're taking information directly from participants. And so you want to make sure that in your proposal that you are addressing data management security issues, especially regarding the population that's in your study. So there's no assignment this week. Yay! Continue to work on your introductions, the lit review feedback that you've gotten. Take the feedback that you've gotten from the other parts of the subsections from the methods section. Try to take the feedback and hone in on any changes. Because the subsections for the quantitative students that we've been working on the last couple of weeks will go into your method section, and that y'all can look back at the dissertation proposal document, and that will really help to guide you on what the sections will be included. And so we're working down through the methods section. So you're getting close. We're getting close to this rough draft for the end of this semester. I appreciate everybody's hard work, and it's been really fun to read all of the different proposals, and man, I just can't wait to see what you guys find out. But this week there is an optional discussion forum, and we'd like for you guys to participate. It's not mandatory, but this is where y'all can talk with each other, offer advice, feedback. If something's worked well for you, if there's this reference management system that's been great, or ways that you've organized your articles, whatnot. Just any type of feedback with each other. I think that would be valuable for your classmates. So it's been really great reading all of your proposals, and again, I have gone through this a year or two ago, so I feel your pain. You're almost there. You're going to get it. So have a great 4th of July, and we will talk to you later.